For decades, Africa has been known mainly as a place that exports raw materials and imports finished products. But something is changing. A country in East Africa is trying to rewrite that story. Ethiopia is building industrial parks, attracting international companies, expanding infrastructure, and positioning itself as one of Africa's next manufacturing centers. But why Ethiopia? And can this country really become Africa's next factory? Ethiopia is one of Africa's fastest-growing economies. With a population of more than 120 million people, a young workforce, and a strategic location connecting Africa, the Middle East, and Asia, Ethiopia has become a country many investors are watching. The government has made manufacturing a major priority. The goal is simple: move from exporting raw materials to producing valuable products inside the country. Why manufacturing matters. Manufacturing changes economies. Countries that became industrial powers usually followed a similar path. They moved from agriculture into factories. Factories create jobs. They create skills. They increase exports. Countries like China, Vietnam, and South Korea transformed their economies through manufacturing. Now Ethiopia wants to follow a similar path. Instead of only exporting coffee, flowers, and agricultural products, Ethiopia wants to produce clothes, electronics, machinery, processed food, pharmaceuticals inside the country. Industrial parks. One of Ethiopia's biggest strategies has been building industrial parks. These are special zones designed to attract companies. One of the most famous examples is Hawassa Industrial Park. The idea is to bring international companies together in one location with electricity, infrastructure, transportation, factory space. Companies can produce goods and export them internationally. The hope is that these industrial zones will create thousands of jobs and develop Ethiopia's manufacturing skills. Why companies look at Ethiopia? So, why would companies choose Ethiopia? There are several reasons. First, the workforce. Ethiopia has millions of young people entering the job market. Second, the location. Ethiopia sits in East Africa and has connections to international trade routes. Third, the potential market. A population of over 120 million people creates a huge consumer base. Companies looking for future growth are watching African markets carefully. But becoming a manufacturing giant is not easy. Ethiopia faces challenges. Infrastructure must continue improving. Factories need reliable electricity. Companies need stable business conditions. Competition is also strong. Countries like Kenya, Egypt, Morocco, and South Africa already have established industries. The question is not whether Ethiopia has potential. The question is whether it can turn that potential into reality. Ethiopia's manufacturing dream is about more than factories. It is about changing the role of the country in the global economy. A country that once mainly exported raw materials wants to become a place where products are created. If Ethiopia succeeds, it could become one of Africa's most important industrial centers. The next decade will show whether Ethiopia can transform its ambition into reality. The story of Ethiopia's rise is still being written. From technology to manufacturing, from infrastructure to investment, the country is trying to build a new future. What do you think? Can Ethiopia become Africa's manufacturing giant? Comment your opinion below. Ethiopia's story is still being written, and there are many more developments we'll be covering. If you enjoyed this documentary, leave a like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments. Do you think Ethiopia can become Africa's manufacturing giant? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.